Product. Let me take a minute and talk about this. This is called Strike Hold, and this was it cleans, lubricates, and protects, as it says. But it's an amazing product. I have never seen anything like this. I don't even think it's up on our website, but it will be tomorrow. It does everything. It's just amazing. It does everything. It cleans, it lubricates. We used it on, Ken and I had to run some solid surface.
Would you use it on a bearing?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if it's for high-speed application. We had the threads on our planer were rusted, and we had to open it up to 6 inches, which you normally wouldn't do. And we sprayed it down with this stuff, and in 10 minutes it had eaten through all the rust, and it worked just perfectly.
I know, just by way of, I do quite a bit of shooting, and I read that you could use this for guns.
Right.
And I sprayed it down the bore of one of my pistols, and I was amazed. It immediately cleaned the bore out.
Yeah, absolutely. There's just, my son and I, we did a trip to Australia with our Land Rover. We did a competition called the Outback Challenge, I'm sorry. And as you know, in a competition with four-wheel drives, you're underwater a lot. And a lot of our fuses are low to the ground that we couldn't move. So all we did is we spray everything down with this, let it dry about 20 seconds, and hit the water. And no problems whatsoever. No electrical failures whatsoever in the water. You can spray down your engine. You can spray down anything you want with this, and it repels water like you would not believe. Unlike any other product, it actually goes through the water. Other products like PB Blaster and things like that, if you fill them in a cup of water, they lay on top of the surface and they do nothing. If you actually put this in, this goes through the water and will eat a styrofoam cup like that, and it just drops out the bottom. So what we're going to do today is we're going to show...
How long does this last, though? I'm curious.
It lasts for 5 months on a non-moving part. So it'll waterproof for 5 months, like an electrical connection or things like that. But if it's something that's moving all the time, you want to just keep spraying it on a regular basis to keep it protected. You could spray down your table saws. You could spray down any tools. You could spray it right into an electric motor while it's running. I mean, it'll just clean it and lubricate it, and it has no bearing on anything. No pun intended on bearings. But
now we've been selling this. We've had this for... It's got to be at least 10, 12 months now, haven't we?
Well, we've had it, but the reason that we had it is my son got me involved in it, and we used it a lot on the cars. And it was really on the shelf so that he could come in and grab a can when he needed it.
When he needs for his own personal stuff. That was it. Because he's into a lot of the, what is that?
The off-roading.
The Land Rover, off-roading
right.
and all of that. And it's worked real well for him. But now we're going to do something really kind of weird here, and I'm going to kind of stand up. Because you've heard of that thing where you have to take, if somebody's getting electrocuted and run and just...
Now what we're going to do is very simply, we're going to spray...
Oh, you're a chicken is what you... We did this earlier.
Well, all you do is you spray the surface good, okay, like that, and then you spray anything that's going to be...
Let me get Karen's furniture out of the way. That won't take the finish off of her chair, will it?
Spray the light bulb too, all right? Now you screw the light bulb together. And I'm just going to show you a simple test of this. You're going to see a really neat demonstration of this when the manufacturer comes in. So we have this, all right? Now this is regular water here, just like nothing special about it. And we're actually going to take that and drop it in the water.
Are we going to go offset?
Okay, look at that. Look at that. Can you believe that?
Can you stick your finger in that water? Go ahead.
Yeah, I can. But isn't that amazing? All right, so, and then you could just take it apart. Now look at this. Watch this. A little bit of water on there. Here we go. Ready? Ready?
Thought we were going to have an Alcatraz moment.
Look at that. I mean, can you believe that? I mean, that is absolutely amazing. So imagine like... like let's say your car, if you drive an old clunker or something, and every time it rains, it runs bad. Just spray down the spark plug wires, distributor cap, all of that stuff with this, and it'll protect it for 5 months.
Well, now, big thing, and you and I had talked about this. For all of you guys that are field carpenters, framers, fidget guys, and all that, if you take and you think of your tools that rust, the chucks on your drill,
Just spray down everything in your toolbox with this stuff.
Router
Wipe it
bit
down.
shafts, saw blades.
Yep.
Once again, all your tools, all the contact points, everything that deteriorates from, especially humidity down here in Florida,
Absolutely.
all along the Gulf Coast.
Oh, just walk into my shop over there, and everything's got surface of rust on it. You know, I don't use it in a while, and it doesn't take long. So all you have to do is just wipe it down with that.
Well, you actually don't wipe it down. You want to spray it on
spray
and
it
kind
on,
of let it.
yeah, right. But
Yeah.
you know, knife blades, anything. I mean, it just anything at all. It's just an amazing product, and it's just, you know, I mean, I don't know if I can say it or not, but it's just, I think it's far superior to PB Blaster. I mean, it really is.
Mm-hmm. And so, you once again, anybody that's in the marine industry, anybody that's in, sure, you sprayed it all over my chair, though.
Sure. Yeah. Well, hey. You know.
If it takes a finish off of this, Karen, I had nothing to do with it. But you know, anybody involved in the marine industry, carpenters, farmers.
If the lights go out, folks, you know what happened.
He couldn't leave well enough alone.
You know, I just wonder. You know, when we
don't try this at home, by the way,
right,
not unless you have this.
Yeah, right. When we do this on our show, when we actually get into doing this, I think maybe we'll see if we can put some goldfish in that bowl, and then show that there's no electrical discharge at all. Wouldn't that be cool?
I think it'd be cool if you put your foot in a bucket of water.
Amazing, just amazing.